Thank you, Kate Bush. Thank you, Peter Gabriel. I believe Peter Gabriel is the actual... It's under Peter Gabriel's name, that song, but Kate Bush was the female vocalist. So thank you to both of you for the introduction. Now today I am wearing my a little bit out of shape trusty Aussie Akubra hat. Hope you guys like this for a little bit of a change up in the scene. Now the first thing I want to talk about is the topic on that song. People telling you don't give up. Now, I think that giving up is a noble thing. However, if you've had no success before and it's a core part of your life where you feel that you would like success and you absolutely need success, should you be giving up? Now, I understand that some men are being sent their own way, most likely me included, though I am not quite over the hill yet. I'm in my mid-40s, but men sent their own way. Is that giving up? I'd like your opinion in the comments below. Do you think that men like me should be giving up? Is it the noble thing to do? For men who had little, and in some cases, well, in my case, little success, but in other cases, I know some men who've had no success. Is it the right thing to do? Is it the right thing to do in your life when you have had no success with people, humans of the opposite sex, and you would like to have some success? Is giving up the noble thing to do? Is the juice worth the squeeze, as so they say in this day and age? I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze, but if you've never tasted the juice, maybe it's time you taste some juice, hey? It might be sweet, it might be delicious, it might be tasty. There are some of us who, not me, but there are some others who have never tasted the juice. Is that worth the squeeze? I would say it probably is, but is giving up an option, or giving up the option? I wouldn't say giving up the option, but if you sent your own way, well, that's a whole different story. But I'd like your comments below. Now, the second topic I would like to talk about today is, I know that when I was a lot younger, and even up until recently sometimes, people would tell me, oh, you just try too hard. You're a try-hard. You know, you put so much effort in. Look at you trying so hard to impress women, to attract women, and you're getting no results. The reason you're getting no results is because you try too hard. Well, yes, that might be true, but what's a man meant to do if a woman's not attracted to him in the first place? Yeah, sure, he has to work on himself and improve himself as a person and in his life, but if you're not attracting women, and you're not attracting women due to your appearance, your looks, whatever else you want to name that, is working on yourself, obtaining money, power, resources, etc., fame, is it the best thing that you can do to attract a woman? Or is trying to attract her with certain gimmicks and routines and lines the way to go? It's kind of a catch-22. You don't want a woman to be attracted to you for your money and using you as what the modern day term is, beta bucks. It's something I wouldn't want to do. It's something I wouldn't recommend most men need to do. But how do you attract a woman otherwise without playing hard to get without trying hard? I'll get back to that hard to get in a moment, but without trying hard, especially if you're not up there in the looks department. Now, I think you all know what I look like. I've described myself before. I've shown myself on this channel. What else is a man meant to do? How else is a man meant to attract a woman if he's coming in from a very low level of looks versus guys who they refer to these days as chads, who come in on a high level of looks, who get all the interest straight away? How does a man go from there, down the bottom, to there, up the top, without having to try hard? I don't know. I honestly don't know, because otherwise, if you don't try hard, you can't get an audience with a woman in the first place. If you can't get an audience, you can't get attraction, and that's the simple fact of life. So I don't know what the answer is. I'm still searching for it. Maybe you have answers. Put them in the comments below. Now, the second part of this was about playing hard to get. Now, people will tell you, oh, that's the reason you try too hard. You need to try playing hard to get. You need to be a bit harder to get, more mysterious. Be aloof, keep your distance. Don't show her that you're interested. Well, once again, that sounds all well and good as long as a woman is attracted to you in the first place. If she's not attracted to you, playing hard to get is basically telling the woman, I'm not interested, and she's thinking, well, that's good, I'm not interested in him either, so that's one more pest I don't have to put up with, one more creep I don't have to put up with. If she's not attracted to you, you have to obtain her attraction. You have to get her to be attracted to you. Playing hard to get if she's not attracted to you is not going to make her more attracted to you because she's not attracted to you in the first place. Yeah. Playing hard to get. Well, it hasn't worked for me because, in all honesty, all the women I've attracted in the past, and there haven't been that many, but the ones I have, I had to put in a massive effort to get them attracted. I guess if a woman wants you in the first place, if you had those godlike looks, as they like to call them, chads in this day and age, if you look like a chad, you might be able to play hard to get, and a woman would find that intriguing, mysterious, interesting, aloof, and would want to chase that more. But if a woman doesn't want to chase a man in the first place, how is that man playing hard to get going to get her to chase him? Interesting conundrum. It's kind of like a poor man begging on the street. How could I say this? He's begging for money. Would you be attracted to this guy if he didn't beg for money? Would you be obliged to give him money if he wasn't begging for money? The answer is no, you wouldn't, because you wouldn't know he's homeless, or he's poor. So, in all effect, playing hard to get only works if you're a wanted man, you're an attractive man, and a woman's already attracted to you. Otherwise, trying to get her attracted by playing hard to get just doesn't work. I've tried that and it doesn't work. Now, this is going to be a brief video today, thank goodness. I've got some more topics to discuss maybe in my future videos. I've made a list here. I might show up on this channel some pictures of when I was younger, just to give you guys an idea of what I dealt with when I was in that age group, and what I looked like in that age group, and how I was up against it at the time. That's one. The other thing I was thinking of doing was looking at some of those books I reviewed in two or three videos in the past. If you go back in my video list, a few of those books I would like to do more of an in-depth review on. I might do them on this channel. I'm also thinking of doing a whole review and summary of the day game boot camp I did with Pickup 101, the company Pickup 101, back in July 2007. I'm thinking of doing a full review Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. And along those lines, I might also do a video on some of my most famous rejection stories, some of the classic rejections I've had, the better ones and the not so good ones. Another thing I want to probably cover would be things that situations I've had in the past where women have been interested in me, and I regret not going further with them or not making a move, either because of the circumstances I was in at the time, the situation didn't provide the right circumstance where I could have made the move, or just being downright scared of making a move. And also along those lines, a couple of stories when I was on holidays and interstate in Australia, in Adelaide, and I was in a backpacker hostel, and a couple of the stories I have from there where women would flirt with me and show interest in me but not be interested, ultimately. And one more thing I'd like to cover maybe is overseas brides, and why I believe, and I've done this before, I've gone overseas and I've had some minimal success there, but nothing long term. why overseas brides, despite a lot of publicity, saying that, oh yeah, if you're an older man, you know, 40s and up, and you're looking for a beautiful young bride, go overseas to Russia, Ukraine, etc., and go and get yourself a nice bride. I want to cover that, you know, maybe in a little bit more depth in a future video, and explaining why I don't think that's a viable solution. Maybe you might think it is, but to me, yeah, look, it might be a way to feel good about yourself and get attraction from a younger woman, but there are obvious pitfalls, and I will discuss them in a future video. So that's all I got for you today, and I hope you like my Cobra hat. I hope you like the intro music, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.